Once Glenelg found its rhythm on Friday night against Marriotts Ridge, there was no slowing it down. After trailing by a point, 7-6, midway through the first quarter, the Gladiators regrouped to close the opening half on a 26-4 run and never looked back the rest of the way en route to a 50-20 victory on the road. Jess Foster scored a game-high 18 points for Glenelg, 1-0, 2-0, and Kelly Johnson was right behind her with 14. We had a slow start, but then we started to press, and off of the press we generated some turnovers, Johnson said. Then we did transfer those turnovers into fast breaks, which was really good for us. In the early going, Marriotts Ridge, 0-1, 0-2, was able to hang tough behind some strong initial shooting outside the paint. Mallory Conroy scored 5 points in the opening 5 minutes to help the Mustangs to the early lead. Marriotts Ridge vs. Glenelg girls basketball at Marriotts Ridge High School, Friday, December 8, 17. But Glenelg called timeout and then began speeding Marriotts Ridge up by trapping the ball before it crossed midcourt. The steals turned into a lengthy string of lay-ups, resulting in a 18-9 Gladiators lead by the end of the first quarter. By halftime, Glenelg had itself a 32-11 lead. Marriotts Ridge never got closer than 19 points in the second half. Aside from Foster and Johnson, Glenelg also got 10 points from Olivia Lepage in the win. Johnson said it was a nice way to open the county season, especially considering Marriotts Ridge swept the season series between the two teams last year. Building confidence is definitely a huge thing for us considering most of our team is sophomores and juniors. I think we only have 5 returners from last year, Johnson said. So in the beginning of the season, we are just going to work on gaining our confidence, kind of working and playing together. Once we get that, hopefully we will start to get our stride and we'll see where it takes us. Glenelg 50, Marriotts Ridge 20. G, 1-0, 2-0, Jess Foster 18, Kelly Johnson 14, Olivia Lepage 10, Alex Anderson 4, Meredith Arterburn 2, Abby Gillespie 2. Mr. 0-1, 0-2, Mallory Conroy 5, Hope Morath 3, Amanda Levy 2, Jenna Kohler 2, Emma Morath 2, Acadia Knoll 2, Erin Cook 2, Hannah Bergquist 2. Half, 32-11 G. Longreach junior Jalen Swan talks about the team's 77-36 win over MT. Hebron on December 8 in the team's season opener. Longreach junior Jalen Swan talks about the team's 77-36 win over MT. Hebron on December 8 in the team's season opener. Other scores: Longreach 77, MT. Hebron 36. The Lightning had to wait a little longer than most teams to get their season underway, but it didn't take long for them to shake off the rust and do what they do best: push in transition. Longreach forced the host Vikings into more than 30 turnovers, converting many of them into points on the other end, en route to a 77-36 victory Friday night. The team led 21-6 at the end of the first quarter and 38-14 at the half. This Friday game felt like it took so long to get here, but it did really feel good to get into a real game and do what we do best, which is push the ball at all times, Longreach Kelly Cofield said. It may not always be pretty, the ball is going all over the place at times, but that's the pace that we want.